after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry.
Off the field.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give. This is Michelle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told us that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. After the run, Newton going to throw. He completes it right side away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, they run with Michel. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, it's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down.
1st down, Patriots.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
James White, the ball
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. 1st down, here's White. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Joey Bosa. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. 21-0 our score after 1.
The score, Chargers 21. Patriots nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Newton to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to be taken down here. A The sack there by Rasheem Green.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He hits White, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
For the extra point.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. He stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This time, Stidham will throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. They're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. That one complete to Joe Reed. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Now Stidham on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get something.
Stidham hit and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action with Stidham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll roll it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stidham hit and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Try. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Folk connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Kurtzman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Buying time to his left. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jason McCourty. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 3rd down. Newton steps away to his left. He can run, and it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, the 30, 10.
Boy, you ain't got no
And
feet.
he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And these guys have gone back at the closing stages of the first half.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stidham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Michael Badgley.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. Number 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Catch is made by Harry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Intended for Marvin.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing again is Newton. He's got him over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
New England.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run for it. This is White. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Newton. This is White on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
Now Newton on third and goal. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. A disappointing drop there on fourth and goal. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, it's Eckler. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now they'll throw it with Stidham. Stidham hooked, and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of it.
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Patriots 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Stidham sets to throw on first. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Stidham. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Stidham. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
At the 37-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 49 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Lee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This will make it into the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
In any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed outward on the line of scrimmage.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here is Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Stidham. That's into the hands of Eckler. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
Stidham hit, and he lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout, yards in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
The tackle made by Lord.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's got some space here. And takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 71 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Oh, Stidham's actually going to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the one interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
It's a loss of 2.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On is the Chargers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
Today's final score, Chargers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And